Good morning, welcome to JD Cars and welcome to what is, for once, not a rant video, because today we're talking about a car that I actually like, which is a bit different, I should say. But today's video we're talking about the Porsche 911 GT2 RS. So recently E3 was on over in the States in San Francisco, I think. Yeah, it was in San Francisco, and it's this massive gaming event where all the big AAA releases come out pretty much every year. And Forza announced Forza Motorsport 7, which was already going to be a mega game for any car enthusiast. But along with that, Porsche revealed the brand new 911 GT2 RS. So this is Porsche's sort of biggest car and most important car since the release of the 918 4 years ago. And this sort of just goes to show how important gamers are for companies like this, because I mean, normally a car like this would be revealed at Geneva because it's pretty much Porsche's most important car that they'll make for a few years now. So the reason I think they're doing this is because, well, manufacturers can use something like this to show, to sort of like see how well a car would do if they released it in the real world. I mean, it's a perfect opportunity because it's on a game, so anyone can buy it, and it shows the brand how much people would want one in real life, so it's a bit of free sort of, no, I think they're getting paid for this really, because Forza paid to put the car in the game, so it's a win-win for them really. And this is coming off the back of the recent end of the Porsche EA contract deal, which basically meant that only EA could put Porsches in their games and for free, because before we've had to pay stupid amounts of money to get them in games like Forza. And hopefully this means we don't just have to settle for roughs anymore. So a little bit about this car. Well, it's basically a heavily facelifted GT3 RS. So it's the same basic 4-litre engine. It can be found taking its roots back to the 911 Turbo S. I mean, this time it's got a turbocharger and over 700 brake horsepower. And that's quite a lot. It's pretty much the most extreme and most track focused and hardcore 911 that you could buy brand new now. So a bit of technical information. This is sort of the bit in the video where I embarrass myself because I don't really know what I'm on about, but I'll sort of tell you what I've heard. So the car's going to have rear axle steering and Porsche torque vectoring. Now I've no idea what torque vectoring is, so I'll just leave that for someone else to explain. But rear axle steer basically means, well, you're turning the wheel, but while the front wheels turn, so do the rear wheels. So it sort of gives you a bit more stability on high-speed cornering and track days, and pretty much makes it an absolute track weapon. It's also got a fully variable locking rear differential. Now, again, no idea what this means. I mean, I'm like the worst person for technical stuff with cars. But basically it means you can skid it, I think, so that's a good thing. So Porsche themselves haven't released any official figures for this car, but we know, well, it's going to be expensive because why wouldn't a limited edition Porsche be? But it's looking at doing 0 to 62 miles an hour in just over 2.5 seconds, and that's pretty quick. I mean, just to put that into perspective, it's faster than 458 Speciale, the GT3 RS. It's faster than the GTR. It's probably just as fast as the Veyron actually, if you think of it. So that's pretty impressive for what's effectively a Beetle. So from the early test cars we've seen at the Nürburgring, we've seen a few front canards on the front bumper. Now, so this basically means that the car will produce actual downforce on the front end. Now, we haven't seen this at the launch car at E3, but whether this is an optional extra or something that's just not going on the car anymore, I don't know. Porsche haven't actually revealed anything yet. So a bit more, it's got larger front intakes, which basically means it can take in more air, and in result you go a lot quicker, and it has a massive rear wing. Now the GT3 RS wing was big, but this is like a whole nother level. Now going back to the downforce thing, thanks to its track spec body kit, it produces more downforce than any 911 produced ever. Which it sort of had to, but I mean it's still quite good. So where can you see the car? Well, if you weren't at E3, unlucky because, well, that's over. But the official reveal where Porsche will do it themselves will probably be at Frankfurt in the middle of the year. I don't know when Frankfurt is. I'll put something on the screen now showing you the dates. But if you can't make it to that, from the shots we've seen and the actual launch of the car at E3, we can expect that the car is pretty much finished now and probably will be released in a few months or so. So when can you see it on the road? Well, Porsche is saying that it's not going to be, you're not going to be able to take delivery of it until early next year. So if you live in Germany, that's pretty good because you'll be able to see them first, but if you live in the UK, you're pretty much not going to be able to see them until the mid-year in the summertime at some point, unless there's someone who's really friendly with Porsche who manages to get them early. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it because I actually enjoyed making this one, because I'm a bit of a Porsche fan at the minute thanks to Forza and whatnot. But yeah, so let me know your opinions on this car in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like or leave a comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time.